Hey, what is going on YouTube? Ronnie Reviews back with another video. For today's video, we're going to be doing another installation, another mod, but this one is going to be something that's very cheap, costs less than $20 to do, and I think it's something that can really change the look on the inside of your car. And what that is going to be interior trimming. As you can see right here, you just line it up along your dash, along your door panels, whatever it is. And I know a lot of Chargers do this because it's something that is simple, it's something that is inexpensive, and it really does help your interior look a lot better. Because with the Chargers, the interior is kind of plain, and that's something that Dodge definitely needs to work on a little bit. But that kind of also leaves a lot of room to add in extra things like the interior trimming or interior lights or such on, so on and so forth. But that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm gonna do a little install on that. I just bought this today at AutoZone. This one was $19.99, but it comes with 10 feet of the trimming. And so I think it should be enough, because how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna put it around the dash right here. Probably gonna put some around the steering wheel right here, right there. I'm gonna go along the door panel, and then maybe along the armrest right here, and then probably some right here, and maybe some around here. Or I've seen some where they just put it around this little trim spot. It looks really good like that, so I might just do it right there instead of over there. But as we're doing the install, I'll see how it goes and see how it looks, and depending on if it looks better just around the little knobs or around the whole thing, whichever looks better is what I'm gonna do. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna put them on the back door panel and armrest as well, just to kind of tie in the whole car. And that way, if I do have passengers sit in the rear, they'll see that as well, instead of just doing a lot of stuff to the front and not kind of leaving out the back. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that right now. All right, so I got the packaging right here. Like I said, I bought this today at AutoZone, 20 bucks. Not that expensive. I was going to put the lights around the dash, and I still might do that, but I think I'm gonna do this for the time being, because the lights that I was gonna put in around the dash, those are clear. That way you can have different colors and everything. And I just don't know how it would look if I had the red trimming around everything, and then that in the dash is clear. But whenever, at night, I'd have it red and everything. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do the trimming for now, and then see how that goes. And then I'll buy lights and put that in and see kind of how it ties together. But this is how it looks when it's packaged. It comes with a little tool to kind of help. This end right here, it kind of helps you push it down into the little creases. And like I said, it's not very hard. It takes, you can be 5 years old and do this. It's really easy. Let me get my box cutter to trim this. But that's what's cool about this too, is since it's not lighting, you can trim it, however long you want it to be. You can trim it from here to here, here to here, or if you just need a little piece, trim here to here. So I'm gonna start this out. Like I said, it says it's 10 feet. This definitely doesn't look like 10 feet, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It should be enough. If not, if I like how it looks as I'm putting it in, then maybe I'll get another one if I need to. But where I'm gonna start first is I'm gonna start around the dash, and then I'm gonna work my way and do maybe the steering wheel next, and then the center console, and then the door panels. But I might have to get more, because like I said, it says 10 feet, but I don't know. I don't know if it looks 10 feet or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it right about here. And so what you do is you just literally push it in there. You can't really see it here. Let's see. You just kind of push it in there. And it really helps if you have two hands. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try and put a little bit on there, just to do it with two hands and get it started, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like as I'm doing it. So I'm gonna start from this side. Like I said, here's the little tool that it comes with. It's got a little scoop side right there and right here. So I'm guessing you push it in with this side. And that's what I'm gonna go ahead and try with right now. Let's push it in with this, which, yeah, that's exactly how it goes. Yeah, just like that. And so this is the starting process on how it will look, which is like this. And then you just work the rest of it in with the tool. And I could really probably push the rest of it with my hand, but I want to make sure it's as secured as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of it and probably go around to about here maybe, and then I'm going to show y'all what the process is and how it looks. So as I continue to put this in here with the tool, and what I did is pushed it with this side, because you could probably push it with this side, but I mean, this side just seems a little better and easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with doing that, because that is working a lot better than the other side probably would. So go ahead and keep pushing that in there. And as long as you push it in there pretty good and it'll stay like this. It holds together pretty well. I don't think you'll be able to do it with one hand, because the side that you push in is a little flimsy, and so you'll definitely need this tool with both your hands, because like I said, the trimming is pushed in or pinched in pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and do most of this real quick, just around the dash, maybe halfway, and then I'll show you what the progress is. All right, so I had to stop halfway through because I had some errands I had to run. But before I get all of this in, I wanted to show y'all just a quick little install on how to do it. And it's like I said, it's pretty simple, so you can probably figure it out yourself. But before I just finish off this dash, because it is pretty late, I was just showing y'all real quick how to do it. So you take the little lip right here, and there's a thing that it can push onto, and literally all you do is just push it in there like that. And really, once you get in there, you probably could push it in with your finger. It's just a lot easier with this. And so as I'm going around, it just slides in real easy, and it fits pretty much perfectly. And so I'll go ahead and finish out this little part right here. The corners are a little bit harder because, you know, you got to try and push it in cornered like that. But other than that, it's pretty simple. And so let me show you real quick. This top part right here was the easiest one, because it's not really secured super well. It's still, you know, pretty tight, but it's just a lot easier than doing these corners where you really got to dig in and get that in there. That's really the hardest part about this, but the rest is, I mean, the whole thing's pretty easy. But see right here, these corner pieces are kind of tough. So you just gotta really push in there, and then once it's in there, you can push it down with your finger like that. So it'll lock in there. And once you get it in there, it's gonna stay until you decide to take it out, or whatever you're gonna do with it. It's secured tight enough to where no matter what, it's pretty much gonna stay in there, just how you put it. So I'll go around this corner as well. And the way it's looking, so I've only gone around my dash, and I've got this much left. And so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to buy another one just to get the rest of what I want to do, like the door panels and the rear door panels. I'll probably be able to get the center console and everything, but to get the door panels and the rear door panels, I'll have to buy another one for sure, because it's not going to be long enough. And see, like right here, as I'm going around, just kind of pushing it in there with my finger, and it's pretty much going in there pretty good. It's just a lot easier with this as you just work it in there. So I'll go ahead and finish out this little section real quick. And to trim it, I mean, you can trim it with pretty much anything. I have my box cutter from work that I'm gonna trim it with. I mean, you can use scissors, you can use a a sharp house knife. I mean, this stuff's not very thick or anything, so pretty much whatever you need to trim it with, you can. So it's not really that tough of a project. So it's going around right there pretty nicely. Then I'm gonna finish it out over here by the steering wheel. If I can get this piece to go in there, just don't want it to stay stuck out like that. Like I said, I was gonna put lights around here, and I still might, but I just wanted to do this for the time being, so that it's not, you know, just plain, and I have something in there that will kind of make it look a little bit better than just, you know, plain with no trimming or lights or anything. Comment down below what you think. If once I get done with this, I'm definitely going to show y'all, of course, but comment down below on what y'all think, if it's going to look better with the lights or if I just leave this trimming in here, because I think the trimming will look really good. I've seen a lot of pictures and everything of what the trimming will look like when it's finished, and so I think it might even look better than having the lights in there. The only downside to this is, of course, that it doesn't light up. So unless you're going through an underpass or anything that has street lights, or someone's getting in and out of your car, you're not really gonna be able to see it at night. But during the day, you'll be able to see it plenty fine, and I think it really adds a lot of look to the inside of your car. And for some reason, this little piece right here is not wanting to go in. I don't know why. I'm gonna go ahead and try and slide down a little bit to get it in. That's the only thing about this too, is the little piece you're supposed to push in there is kind of flimsy, and so it bends really easy. So if you don't really get it in there, it's not gonna go unless you really force it in there. And I don't know why, like, the whole rest of this went pretty smooth, and then as soon as I get to this little part, it wants to start playing games. And like over here, it went in perfectly fine, but for some reason this part is giving me trouble, and I don't know why. And I can't really just push it in there because it looks like it's bent a little bit. And so I'll go ahead and show you. For some reason, this piece isn't going in, so all of it went in pretty smooth. And usually if you smooth it with your finger, like I did right here, it goes in. But I don't know why this piece isn't going in. Maybe if I just get the rest of it pushed in like that. But see, it's flimsy, so it's kind of bending, so I might need to push it from the underside. I'm not sure, but I'll try and get that in there. I don't know why it's being so difficult. That's weird. I hope I didn't bend it too much, because if I did, then I doubt it's really gonna go in there. Yeah, this piece looks like it's going in, but then it'll come right back out. I don't know why it's doing that. It is really not working with me right now. I might just have to take this little piece out and then try to, yeah, so it bent up. I'm gonna have to take some more of this out and straighten it back out. Yeah, so that's the only bad thing about this, is this piece is kind of flimsy, and so if you don't get it in the right way, it'll bend. So hopefully, since I stretched it back out, it'll go back in, which I think it is. Yeah, I think it's finally going in. Okay, there we go. So with the rest of this, I can just smooth it in with my finger like that. And let me see if I should. Yeah, that's not really gonna hold. So what I'll do is I'll cut it off right here where the soft touch piece ends, because this is plastic and this is soft touch. So if I try to keep it right here, it's not really gonna hold. So I'm gonna cut it right there and then just leave it at that. So I got my box cutter. I'm gonna try and be as careful as possible. There's a little white piece on here, so I'm gonna try and cut it right where that piece is. I don't want to cut too hard and slice anything or scratch my dashboard, but it cuts very easily. So even if you, like I said, there you go, it cuts very easily. So just push that little piece back in, and that is the dashboard. So I'll go from over here, starts right there, goes around right in there, and it's really easy. It took me, if I would have went all the way through with it, probably 5-10 minutes. It really isn't that hard and didn't take that much time. But I got the red obviously because my car is red and everything else I have in here is red, but I think it ties together well with the outer trim of the gauges and everything. So that's the dash, and then later on I'm gonna try and do this right here, and then I might have to get more to do the door panels and everything. All right, so all that I've done so far is what I showed y'all, is around the dash, and then I did a little bit around the steering wheel. I was gonna go ahead and put it right here as well, but it was kind of sticking out still because this is like, since it curves so hard, it was kind of kept popping out. But these went in really easy. I thought that these were going to be a lot harder than the other ones, but I literally just pushed down and it went in. And so this is a lot easier than this was. This you had to actually use the tool a little bit and then you can push with your finger. This one I literally just pushed with my finger and it went in perfectly fine. So that's all I've done as for right now. The only reason I'm not doing this or that yet is because this is all of the trimming that I have left, which is this little piece right here, which doesn't make sense because, like I said, they said that this whole thing was going to be 10 feet or 118 inches, I think, to be exact. But with this, that, and what's left, there's no way that all that equals to 10 feet. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a little startup for y'all going real quick. Let me go ahead and shut this door, lock it, and get a little startup. But yeah, like I said, that's all I'm gonna be doing with the trimming right now. It is late. Why are you trying to play? That's all I'm gonna be doing with the trimming right now. I'm gonna do the rest after I measure it out and make sure that it is 10 feet. Because if it is, then I'm not gonna take it back or anything. I'll just buy another one. But if it's less than 10 feet, then I'm gonna make sure that I get what I paid for. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. This is gonna be part one of probably a 2-part video, since I do have to check for the actual measurement of the lining that they gave me. And if I need to get more, I will. So this is just part one. So stay tuned for part... What? Stay tuned for part 2. That'll be coming in a couple of days after I get all those measurements in and everything. And then pretty soon, I'm gonna be doing a couple other mods. And coming next month, me and my girlfriend are gonna be taking a trip. So stay tuned for the videos. Stay tuned for the videos. You wanna keep barking while I'm talking? Go ahead, say what you gotta say. Go ahead. Look, go ahead, say what you gotta say. Go ahead, what? Go ahead. What else you gotta say? Get it all out. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, get it all out, go ahead. Go ahead, get it all out. Is that it? You done? You done? So stay tuned for those videos that are to come. So I'm definitely gonna be vlogging all of those whenever we do want to go on the trip. Just trust me, you're not gonna want to miss it because it's gonna be pretty cool. But that's gonna do it for today. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Comment down below if you think I should swap out the trimming for lights or just keep the trimming for now. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that. But other than that, that's gonna do it for today, man. I'll catch you on the next video, all right? I'm out.